Clubvision.
Ibiza has become something of a mecca. Thousands of people come to taste the Balearic vibe of the islands. And with clubbing being the main attraction, this year's Clubland encampment has become bigger than ever. 10 years ago, this tiny Mediterranean island, which is only 25 miles wide, had a population of around 50,000 and only 2 petrol stations. Now, by the end of the season, the population swells to over 1 million. An island which undoubtedly has the most beautiful clubs, sets the hedonistic tone that attracts top DJs and acts. We're here to experience the holy grail of clubbing. The summer's here and it's kicking off in a big way. And don't you just love it?
This is Alison Limerick and you're watching Clubvision.
Clockwork Orange, hello.
Hello.
We're in San Antonio. What is there to do in San Antonio? No.
Mondays you've got a thing called UFO at S Paradise. That's nice, yeah, it's Summons. They're doing Tuesday nights. They've got all the guys who do Garage City, Dream Team, Spoonie, Booker T, Mr. Whatever, you know what I mean? And
Mr. Whatever.
All these weird names, and I swear they take them off of bubblegum wrappers. Wednesdays you get us, we're doing quite well, can't blow your own trumpet. Thursdays...
You're going to anyway.
Yeah. Thursdays is Cream, basically out of town, so there's nothing on at the moment on a Thursday to compete with Cream. Ibiza Town is basically more cosmopolitan side of the island. You've got your Italians, your Germans, your Swedes. They seem to hang out there, seems to be the more cool place. Mainly they just hang around in like Pasha, and I suppose a few of them will totter off down to Privilege on a Monday.
What about El Divinos, how's that doing?
You've got 2 Birmingham promoters, which I don't think they're competing against each other because Moneypenny's is quite strong out here. And Decadence is on a Wednesday at home, and it's not really known nationally, but I think they're doing okay. And you've also got Submission as well.
Okay, so your night's Wednesday. What do you do after? What time does it finish?
We finish at 7 o'clock, and basically it's all back to Villa from our party. So that goes on every week, and normally finishes about Friday morning. So
Friday morning?
Well, it's Thursday morning, Friday morning. You've got to have 24 hours. It's not going to be a party unless it goes on for a matter of time.
Shores of Ibiza. At the foothills of Benamoussa is the home to the debauched Sundance events. The crowd is slightly younger, but it's banging, it's balmy, it's wild, and there's 4,000 of them giving it some. Slipmatt in the mix, we've got him here while he's playing. How are you?
I'm alright.
How's Sundance? How are the people taking you?
It's wicked. I mean, just take a look for yourself. Everyone's enjoying themselves. It's a really good party.
Are you still playing your hardcore?
Yeah, no, I'm still doing happy hardcore stuff and that, but just sort of playing a bit of house as well at the moment. Still love it.
So what do you think of Ibiza?
Ibiza is just too much, really. I do love it, yeah, but it's too much. But it's wicked.
How long could you stay out here for?
Longest I've stayed out here was 5 days, I think. and even that was too long. It's
Really?
just party every night.
To be fair to you, actually, out of everyone, all the DJs, at least you've called a bit of a tan. Have you had any sleep?
I've slept for about 4 or 5 days, I don't think. It's just the way it is in Ibiza, really.
But if I can't help you, I don't want nobody, baby. Girl, it's got to be you. I need the real thing.
We've got John here, the man behind Sundance. Tell us about it.
We started back in 1995. Anybody who was back here in 87 will probably remember Ibiza for that sort of open air vibe, you know, it used to be around here. Unfortunately, laws made everybody close up the discotheques. But one way or another, we've managed to find a way back round it.
As I was going to say, this is the only open-air venue, isn't it?
Definitely the only one. Don't ask me how we got a licence for it, but we did. I mean, we started at 6 o'clock this afternoon. People have been here since then. They've loved it. It's been something different. Nice little foot tap and bit of swing, you know, and all that to start off with. And we've just lifted up, and they're going to take them to a top high, you know, by 12 o'clock.
Okay, so how often is it?
Every 2 weeks.
So what kind of DJs do you get here? Is it all from the UK?
So we're keeping it quite international. I've got Sash upstairs, Steve Silk Hurley in here a couple of weeks ago. There's Brandon Block, there's Graham Gold, there's Roy the Roach, there's Dave Valentine.
And what happened to Graham Gold the other week?
Graham Gold went flat on his back. They always say he's a golden oldie man, but bless his heart, mate, you know. He tried to keep up with us, but I mean, about 4:30, and of all places, he fell his back in the box, man, you know, but some delightful geezer picked him back up. He was all right, you know.
So, I mean, how long does it take to sort of promote an event like this?
We run about 4 events a week in Ibiza. It's quite an unsaid thing just now. We're doing another night in Es Paradise UFO. We're doing Summum as well, and we're doing some United Dance events also, you know. But you'll see very shortly, we're actually starting up clubbing holidays next year. Sundance holidays are going to be live and direct in Ibiza, on the internet, on interactive TV.
How long have you been on the island?
Yeah, look, tell my wrinkles, man, you know. Yeah, I've been here nearly 11 years now, you know.
So what brought you to Ibiza, first of all?
Curiosity more than anything else, you know.
Is Ibiza the place that's having it?
It's definitely having it.
Alison Limerick, how are you?
I'm really well.
We're sort of backstage at the Sundance event. Everyone was rocking to it out there. How many times have you been to Ibiza? Is this a new experience for you?
No, I've been once before, and that was an experience. That was a 4 o'clock in the morning extravaganza. Yeah.
Was you singing when you come last time?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I bet it was Where Love Lives.
It was. Yeah.
So tell us about the new single.
New single. It's called Let's Hold On to Love.
And we've been waiting a long time for a new single from you. What have you been doing then?
Well, I've been spending really 2 years finishing the album, getting it right, getting all the songs right, getting all the production right.
And what's it called?
The album is called Spirit Rising, and that's out at the beginning of September.
Maybe I don't say out loud. Maybe we are both too proud, but the love we share is a kind so rare, and we won't find it better. So turn it up, that song we were playing, and reignite the flame. Oh, I remember.
So what brings you to Ibiza then?
Clubbing and drink.
We're well up for it tonight.
They've got a lot of good DJs here.
We've got like Sash here tonight, Alison Limerick, Brandon Block, you name it, we've got them up here.
I thought Brandon weren't coming.
No, Brandon ain't here, mate. Brandon's not here, you know what I'm saying?
Just here for the women and the booze and the clubs and this, because it's amazing.
It's the atmosphere, really. Everyone's just out to have a good time, you know, dancing. And there's so many people here as well. Alcohol.
Yeah, I wanted to stand out.
So where'd you pick these two up from then?
Just behind us, they're just like all jolly good friends.
So what do you think of Sundance?
Oh, it's pretty good. Actually, there's a really good atmosphere around, so it's really exciting.
They love it, they love it.
Do you love it?
I love it.
How long have you been here?
2 weeks nearly. We go back on Sunday morning.
You haven't caught a tan, have you?
No, it's awful.
You've been clubbing it, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's just like all different colour hair dyes.
You like it?
It's brilliant, yeah.
What about men then?
I'm 18.
17.
We're buying drinks for the women, you're just sort of like there and stand by, just in case.
Where'd you come from back home?
Scotland, Falkirk.
Is it good? Do you like Sundance?
Yeah, it's bang on, it's like everything here is just there.
So what DJs have you come here to see?
Sash. I've been Magaluf, you know, and I've been
Shagaloo.
Shagaluf, and I've been Benidorm, yeah, but at the end of the day, our beef is #1. Numero uno.
So what time have you been getting up?
Oh, about 2:30.
It's got to be done. You don't come to Ibiza to sleep, you come to Ibiza to dance.
Latest we've been out was 1 o'clock. Was to go to Chaos, to go to the phone party so that we'd last all night till 6.
So what brings you back to Ibiza every year?
Trendiest islands in the mud.
We went to Es Paradise last night.
Yeah.
And what was that like?
Amazing.
Good laugh. Been to Ecstasis and Es Paradise and Chaos. Been to Summum, been to Es Paradise, Chaos. Didn't make it to Manumission, I wasn't well.
Wasn't you? Ibiza flu.
Yeah. I've been here 2.5 weeks. I've lived on an hour sleep a night.
We've got the flyers for some this one here, and we're going there.
Where the lady in red, there's a lady in red, and she likes to give good head, and she likes to give good head.
Would you come back to her?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You two just met then, have you?
Yeah.
We're in the same
Really?
hotel.
Same
I keep her up all night.
We're rinsing it in Ibiza with the Sundance Massive. Hold on. Hey.
Oh, take two.
But if I can't help you, I don't want nobody, baby. Girl, it's got to be you. I need the real thing. If I can't help you.
You played here at Sundance tonight. What's it been like?
It's been great. This is probably one of the best gigs that we've done for a long time now, isn't it? When you say, right,
it's building up.
When we first started doing this, everyone's knocking us because they're saying, you know, you can't get involved with 8 in the 30s and all the rest of it, you know, it's not trendy. Fuck 'em.
So what did you think of it?
I love this gig. We've been doing it like 5 years.
It's
so
been great, isn't it,
always
Roy?
happening. The crowd are always more than up for it. They can't leave till 12 because the coaches don't come, so we're happy really.
How long you been here?
What day is it?
Can you do a magic trick for us?
Can I do a magic trick? No, I need long sleeves. I need long sleeves.
Is the magic still here?
Let me get a bit historical here. My Ibiza has been around long before me, you and Roy was even born. The pirates used to come here and say, right, we've raped, pillaged and have a right good time.
Let's get right at it, you know, Ibiza.
Let's go and have a right good time. And that's what they've done. Before me and you
They
was
didn't
in
have no decks, though. The
Didn't they?
pirates? No, the pirates had to make it all themselves.
You thought that was your car then, didn't you?
Oh, I thought it was a French twat. That was a French car, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You can tell.
So take us through a night of you out in Ibiza, because I know that you get up to some quite
It
mischievous
actually
things.
starts in the day.
Okay, this is what happens.
It always starts in the day.
I was on the arrival about 11 o'clock last night. This is last night. I arrived 11 o'clock last night. Went back to the hotel, dropped off my belongings, nipped down to his Paradise, had a little dance and a boogie, showed him he was the governor, and then nipped to Mambo Bar. I shouldn't really say about this. A little tete-a-tete with the manager of Mambo. You don't
do all that.
You don't do all that, do you?
Tete-a-tete is a sort of chat.
What time is
I
it now?
nipped to Privilege, which I know is Coup. It used to be called Coup. Years and years ago when I first came, it was called Coup. So I find it really hard to call Privilege. Nipped down there, it's cracking. Loads of trannies with their nuts out. Loads of girls with their boobies out. When I first came here, I actually made my name DJing in Summon, Club Summon. I put on a night in Summon. We called it Iberia. All right.
Really? All right, then.
Did it take off, though?
And,
Yeah, did it take you off?
There's 340 of them all running around the room like that.
Sash.
Ah.
Oh, is it Sash R?
The real name is Sasha, yeah.
I heard about last night, Rough Drive. They got you very drunk, didn't they?
Yeah, they had a bad influence to me.
So what do you think of the vibe in Ibiza? Do you like the clubs?
It's great. I mean, people come here for holiday and have party, and it's so easy, and everyone is just up for party and having fun.
What does the future hold for you?
More hits.
I feel my soul. For this moment, nobody can stop me from flying so high. Real, nothing is real. In a world of illusion, you only see what you feel. We're feeling the change and we don't know why. Choose one direction, just one more time. Don't say I'm thinking too much if you see what's behind. And these are mysterious times. Mysterious times. No drink of the mind.
Hi, I'm Nick from Chicane, and you're watching Club Revision on ITV.
We're here in San Antonio at the Savannah Bar, and you really haven't experienced Ibiza unless you sat on those rocks and witnessed the legendary sunset. And just down there a little bit, you've got the original Cafe Del Mar, where you can hear the sounds of long-time resident Jose. A little bit further on, you've got Mambo's, and just around the bay, you have Bar M. By Miguel, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. He's the manager here at Mambo's. Describe to people back at home the atmosphere down here at Mambo's.
Well, what we try with Mambo is then the people came down to Ibiza, really enjoy the holiday and see the other side from Ibiza, especially from San Antonio, because we have a very nice sunset.
And you're open all the time as well in the day and everything, aren't you?
This is like a church, 24 hours open. No,
You're not here 24 hours, are you?
Oh, I'm coming, you must to come. No, we open from 11 until 4.
What's the difference between, like, say, Savannah and Cafe Del Mar to Mambo's?
Well, I think both, everyone, we are in the same area, but everyone has different personality, no? Cafe Del Mar, of course, he was the first one, but I think we did something different. Then we try to give to the people what they want, you know? If young people, then we like to look after them. For me, honestly, for my staff, for the owner from Javier, the important is the customer.
That people can actually come here and get flyers to what's happening and get some money off?
Yeah, also what we have like a team, 2 girls, they sold in the tickets in Mambo. Normally in all the clubs in Ibiza, it's 2 doors for getting in.
Right.
One is the people have the tickets, and another one is one don't have the ticket. Then the people buy the ticket before they go to the club. They doesn't have to wait for the queue.
Tell me about the new album that's out. Does it sum up the whole Mambo sound?
The music from this album is nothing compared with the other one, you know? Something is mellow, deep house, and drum and bass.
Tall Paul, hello! So where are you playing this holiday then?
Going to be playing Manumission a few more times, and we've got some gallery parties organised with the Clockwork Boys.
Have you? Oh my God!
My brother's going to be coming out next week for it, so watch out Ibiza. It's his first time here.
Oh, he's an Ibiza virgin, eh? What about beaches?
Here and there. I went to Salinas Beach today.
Did you? I was there today.
Yeah. So everyone's a lot of nudity going on.
I know. Did you get your cacks off?
No, I didn't want to scare everyone off too early. I've got to get a bit of a tan first before I sort of go kit out.
All right, it's been about 10 years of Acid House now in Ibiza. Talk to me about it. You've been here for 6 of them, so how's it changed?
As far as I'm concerned, you know, people are coming out here for a really good time. All the clubs are catering from. There's a lot of promoters out here working really hard, and they're putting on some good nights. You know, some people take the mick a bit with the bar prices and some of the charges to get in. Commercialism maybe, but you know that's the way it is.
Is it true, Paul, that you're staying at the Manumission Motel?
It's different. It's not your average sort of Hilton. It's very unique. Got the water beds.
You got a water bed?
Water bed, yeah.
Who are you sharing the room with?
On my own. Just swimming around all night in the bed, having mad dreams about sailing and being on the Titanic and stuff. Yeah, it's a crazy place. There's strippers all over the place, and people going crazy. It's
sounds a bit like a brothel.
I think it used to be, actually.
Have you experienced a little dwarf with the skeleton key coming in yet?
No. I don't know what I'm going to do if he starts coming in. Dwarf, stay out of my room, by the way, right?
Keep us strong, moving on, makes me feel so real. Makes me feel so real.
Dudley! So hello. Down here's really good at night, sort of Savannah, Mambo, Cafe Del Mar, then one of the big clubs at night. The West End's really good, but you get all the lager lights.
Pacha's the best. I have Amnesia, Privilege.
Really?
They really spend the money on decor, and it's really beautiful and very sophisticated in there.
Space is the best place this year by miles. Went there yesterday, there was 2 German people playing, it was being beamed live back to Germany, and it was rocking.
I'm going to Manumission, I think. Man on a mission.
Money pennies tomorrow.
Yeah, about 25 quid or something, I don't know.
All the big clubs are really expensive to drink in. It's sort of like 1,000 pesetas for a bottle of water. Some of them are like 1,500, but I mean, you expect to pay that though. Most people are drunk before they go anyways.
What are we doing later? Amnesia? No, we're not. We're going to bed. We're going to bed. We like to talk big as if we're going to a club, but we're going to bed.
Yeah, we're coming down to Mambo's. We might go to the West End for a laugh.
For a laugh?
Take the piss out of everybody.
Don't go near the West End. It's absolutely horrendous. Been renamed Vomit City.
Money's no object.
No, not for these nights. So you've got to pay it. It's worth it. It's worth it.
I've lost my scooter, that's what I'm here looking for.
So what other good nights are on the islands at the moment?
Ministry, Manumission.
Ibiza, Ibiza.
Space, we were there the other day. That was wicked. We were there till about 4 in the afternoon.
You pay the money, you go, you have a great time. You don't remember it.
Is it your first time in Ibiza?
No.
It's our classic, pal. How you doing?
We usually sit right outside there with a drink of sangria and get absolutely bollocksed.
You up all night then?
Yeah, up all night and up all day as well.
We're going to bed there, bye.
I'm the manager of this bar. Our main job is like we do the pre-parties for like Cream, Renaissance, Ministry and like Manumission obviously on Mondays, which is like the big one.
So what's your favourite club then? Where'd you go?
I like Amnesia.
In between those clubbing nights and probably nursing a major come down, get yourselves down the beach, bronze the body and relax. And we're here at San Antonio Bay, and this is one of the places that you can catch boats out to some of the most beautiful beaches like Calabasa and Calaconta. Of the island, the Ibiza town side, we have Cecilina's, an amazing 1 kilometre stretch of beautiful white sand. Coming up after the break, we have more from the Balearic Isle and the DJ Magazine dance chart, so stay with us.
Come on, Carl, check back.
The best rave anthems ever. 41 original rave classics. The best rave anthems ever. Put a smile on your face. The biggest and best rave anthems. This is the best rave anthems ever.
If you like going clubbing, occasionally. If you laugh about sex, quite often. If you sometimes spend money like there's no tomorrow, but you don't just live for today. If you're a saint in the kitchen, but not always elsewhere. If you've grown up without growing old, and you don't want to have it all. You just want to have what you want. It's probably time you saw red.
Take off in 1 minute.
A minute? That's all I need.
L'Oreal Jet Set, the new speed dry nail varnish. With a patented formula and a specially designed brush, 1 coat and 1 minute is all you need for perfect dry nails.
I beat the record.
New Jet Set from L'Oreal breaks all our records.
Because I'm worth it.
Don't let thrush spoil your day. Only Canesten Combi has a cream to cool immediately, while a pessary gets right to the spot to clear infection fast. So when you get thrush, cool it and clear it with Canesten Combi.
Shock, shock, horror, horror, shock, shock,
sun, sand, flirting, clubs, or the bars, there's something in the air that takes you for a trip on the wild side. But stay with us because that's coming up after the DJ Magazine Dance Charts.
Number 10 is Mouth Mitchell, Lewis Salinas, PSO NT.
Number 9 is Adamski and Jodo, One of the People.
Number 8 is Barbara Tucker, Everybody Dance, the Horn Song.
Number 7, Boris DeLugosh and Horny.
Number 6 is David Morales and The Face, Needing You.
Number 5 is Soul Grabber, Part 3.
El número 4 en Ibiza, yeah? Stardust, the music sounds so better with you.
Number 3, Seven Fisher, The Freaks Come Out. Number 2 is Michael Lang, Brothers and Sisters.
Numero 1, we have Bob Sinclair with Gym Tonic.
Club Vision, you know it makes sense.
On the north side of the island, every Wednesday, there is the bigger of the two hippie markets here in Escanard. Around 1975, the hippies first came to the islands, bringing their way of life and freedom of expression.
Hi, I'm Alex Gold and you're watching the Club-O-Vision Ibiza special. Look at that fantastic sunset.
We have Danny Rampling here. Where is your favourite club on the island? Is it Pasha?
It is Pasha, yeah. Pasha and El Divino. I like that a lot. There's good nightlife here and it's a great place for young people to be, that's for sure. It's very influenced by the UK. It's the UK transported to Spain, really, isn't it?
What's happening with you back home then?
I have a single coming out shortly. It's called Community of the Spirit. It's a full vocal song and it sounds fab.
Danny, what is the Ibiza floor filler this year?
El Nino. I don't play it that often and it was hugely appreciated. It created a lot of noise.
Are you quite a passionate person then as well?
You'll have to do a bit more research.
Alex Gold, one of the first DJs to come to Ibiza. You must know some history about Ibiza. Tell us.
Well, I think the name Ibiza, I believe, is derived from a goddess. The wildest parties were actually here on the island when the Franco regime ruled Spain back in the 70s, where this was a loose, free and easy place where everybody came to escape the regime. I first came with some promoters in the late 80s, about 87 time, and enjoyed it immensely. And then, of course, you know, came back year after year after year, the old busman's holiday, you know, DJing and also enjoying the island and discovering a little bit more.
How did the Ibiza DJs influence you?
Oh, massively. I mean, you know, people like Pippi and Alfredo and Caesar at Coup and Amnesia in the early days covered the whole spectrum of music, you know, which is really what the whole thing's about. It's not about specialist, you know, trance or garage or anything. It's about covering all aspects of the musical scene.
What is a tune from the Ibiza archive that sums the whole spirit of Ibiza up?
It would have to be Heaven or Hell by Lupo, yeah. That was in 1990. Closely followed by Offshore Chicane for me, really, you know, in more modern day terms.
But last year you had the Authentico Ibiza album, and a lot of people talk about the Authentico slogan. Talk to us about it.
The whole idea of Authentico Ibiza is to give people a taste of the authentic side of the island, and that, you know, goes across the whole spectrum of music, you know, from sort of garagey through to, you know, trance and good quality house music, basically, delivered in a style as was delivered in the old days.
What's your favourite club out here to play in?
I think now it has to be Pasha.
Why?
It's just so sexy, it's cosmopolitan, it's beautiful, you know. We're there with Danny Rampling for the Extravaganza Club-O-Vision party.
And Renaissance.
And Renaissance, of course. I'm a great fan of the Latin lifestyle, and Extravaganza, you know, is about that, the magic of the night, you know, the Latino way of thinking.
Talking about Extravaganza, you've got Chicane, you've got Agnelli and Nelson. What other artists have you got on the label?
We have Black Connection, which is an Italian outfit, and they, you know, concentrate mainly on the disco, garagey groove style, which is perfect for Pasha, you know, that kind of sound. And we also have Airscape as well, which is a Belgian duo. All the music that we make is basically derived around that extreme party feeling.
Strong in love. And when all your dreams have turned into dust, and your world has fallen down, you know you gotta be strong in love. In the morning, you're lying next to me. So where to begin? On a journey I don't know.
Ibiza town is the capital of this hedonistic island, which leads a double life. By day, a quiet, tranquil place, and when the sun goes down, the cosmopolitan clubbing capital of the world comes alive.
Dance with me, move your body, your life. Dance with me, move your body, your life.
We have Jason here, the manager of the Vogue Bar. Hello.
Hello.
How long has the Vogue Bar been here?
The Vogue Bar's been here a while. Me and Nick actually took it last year and kind of turned it around. It was always just like a small, insignificant bar in the middle of the port. But, you know, we sort of kind of generated a bit of interest through our relationship with the promoters and things like this and the people. And, you know, the kind of service that we offer from here with helping people out with their tickets and advice on where to go and what to do when they're in Ibiza town. This bar kind of caters to people who want to be going out to clubs and, you know, enjoying the nightlife, as does the Rock Bar, which is a bit further along the port, along this way. Here is generally, it's fairly touristic in the area, but you have a lot of attention because all of the clubs, they do a PR, a promotion tip. All of the dancers and the PR teams come from the clubs down here. They kind of do a show and some animation, you know, generate some interest in the particular nights. The bar circuit is very nice. It's actually up on Quai de Virgin, just before you get to all of the gay bars. It's just sort of there on its own. It's a different kind of thing. It's a little bit more relaxed and a bit more ambient. Also, another really important bar, the Dome. It's very European now. It's not any one particular set of people go there. Very trendy. Kind of pretentious, but a lot of people are into that. You know,
You've always got to have one of them, haven't you?
So if you go there, you get black clothes on and just like, you know, generally large it. Ibiza town kind of sets the trend. You know, all the other resorts, San Antonio, Playa del Boss, or whatever, they attract a certain kind of person, generally younger. You know, want to come over here, get blagging drunk. I mean, do whatever they want to do. I mean, Ibiza town offers something a bit more trendy, a bit more exclusive, something a little bit more sophisticated, you know, because of the general mix of people.
It's just party day and night, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's true. It's wonderful. I mean, really,
you still look well, though, Jason.
It's externally, honestly, inside I don't know what's going on.
Pacha is one of Ibiza's original Balearic venues, usually frequented by the classy and the glamorous. A cosmopolitan mixture dance the nights away in the mystic maze of rooms. For the third year running, Renaissance have returned to the island with their season parties every Wednesday. But tonight, Jamboree is going to be very special as we, Clubavision and Extravaganza Records, come together for a piece of the Balearic action. Manager here at Pacha. How are you?
I'm okay.
Tell us a little bit of history about Pacha.
Well, the site was an hacienda, a small house, and it's opened by Ricardo Hell, the owners now.
Right.
It was a hippie club more because 25 years ago, just hippie people in Ibiza. And it changed a lot because after arrived famous people, rich people, and Pacha, it's more like the VIP club from Ibiza.
Jeff Oakes, the man behind Renaissance. What first brought you to the Balearics?
Curiosity, I suppose, about 8-9 years ago. Like everybody else, I'd heard something crazy was going on out here. Came out and had a look, and I think they were right. We've sort of been doing parties out here for about 3 years, and it's kind of nice to be doing parties at Pacha. It's probably the first club I ever came to on the island, and it had a really big influence on me. I think it was really sort of instrumental in me starting Renaissance and shaping Renaissance the way I did.
Some people say the whole island's got a bit more commercial now. Do you feel that?
Yeah, it has, but you only have to look at the influence it has on what happens in the UK. I mean, at the moment in the UK, all the clubs are really quiet, all the promoters are really, really moaning because the clubs are empty, because this place has such an influence, and no matter what anybody says to criticise it, it's a really, really important part of our industry.
So I'm not laughing at you, Bella, I'm getting tickled by the palms.
Oh yeah, really? And how's it going? All right.
Yeah, it's great. Would you ever do another club on the island, if by any chance you got booted out of Pacha?
Renaissance as a brand is about quality, and we've kind of, sort of over the past 5 years, we've worked to build this aura of quality. And it'd be pointless going into privilege and getting 7,000 lager louts every week.
What do you think about loads of other promotions coming over and jumping on the bandwagon?
3 years ago, a lot of English promoters came over. It was our first year. We did really well. Cream did well. The Ministry did well. The others kind of caught a cold a little bit. They all went home early and they didn't do very well. Last year they stayed away for that reason, and we all did exceptionally well because all the others weren't here. So they heard about that and they're back again this year, and another 2 weeks they'll be going home.
Do you reckon?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, of course.
All right, well, I think we need to get in a party now because it's our party as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Where are you from?
Switzerland.
We're from Sweden.
Northern Ireland. I live here.
I came by mistake.
Mistake?
Yeah, and when I saw what was going on, says, hell, I don't move from here.
Is this your first time here?
No, we come last year.
Where'd you go clubbing in Ireland?
Kelly's and Port Rush.
What kind of state do you get in then?
Messy ones, really messy states.
What do you like so much about it?
The sun and the clubs and everything, you know, the guys, of course.
The guys?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Around the different beaches, Ibiza Town, San Antonio, played in Barso, Figueres, you name it, we've been there.
I love partying in Ibiza.
I come in and I hear the music and my body starts moving and I can't help it and I like it and I keep going.
Do you like the music out here?
Yeah, it's really good to dance.
Renaissance, right? We've got 20 bars, we've got 3 different music rooms, we've got Club Vision, beautiful people, beautiful dancers, Danny Rampling on tonight.
It was a real luxury.
The music's brilliant and the atmosphere is really good, everyone's really friendly and everyone's dancing.
Since 10 years I heard him the first time, I kept liking him because he's always good, he's always the best.
I'll start university in London in September.
You have some fans.
Yeah, I don't know, but maybe.
Everybody who stays here in Ibiza says the music is good, but in Switzerland it's the best music, in Zurich.
In England there are something like 1 million DJs.
I know.
I don't know them all.
Are you telling us to go home?
No, stay, por favor, no.
I'm off me monga.
Well, yeah, it's so expensive here, you can't afford to get drunk, so we get drunk before we come out.
What's the best club on the island?
Fuck knows.
You know what is space? It's a one-way ticket to Hanoi. You go and you don't come back.
Swiss girls are very shy. Yeah.
Star Bar space. Star Bar in San Antonio, that's where we all go afterwards to get large.
Where are you going tomorrow?
Amnesia, Queen.
Have you been to Amnesia before?
Plenty of times, in my head.
So you're going to come back next year?
Try to save up, yeah, definitely, I'd love to.
You probably know him from, what's the track called?
It's the biggest track at the minute. It's called El Nino.
How would you describe your sound?
Well, it's actually inspired a lot by the extravaganza thing and chicane, and that has inspired us quite a lot. There's me and CJ Agnelli, who's my partner and works in the studio with me. And I suppose we just describe it as pumping
house.
Energy. What about you? House music?
You've only just landed on the island and it's your first time, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never been to Ibiza before, but so far I've only been to this one club and it's pretty exciting.
So what are your expectations then?
What I've been told is there's people having sex and like everywhere you look, you know what I mean? So I'm actually married, so I'm not looking for any of that, but I'm looking forward to seeing it.
We have Nick Bracegirdle here. What have you been doing actually since the last album, Far From the Maddening Crowds?
Just been doing a lot of remixes, done currently in Ibiza, just done Jose Fadilla's new single.
Tell us about the new album, when's it out and what's it called? And
no title as yet, really. I'm here not doing it, so I should be in the studio somewhere. No titles yet. It's just going to be a progression from the last album, really. Just a lot more vocal stuff, more collaborations with other artists. You know, it's a chance to actually write some real proper songs, some full-on songs, and that's where I'm going.
There's definitely something about this island that pulls you in, hook, line and sinker. Whether it's the tranquility, the hedonism, the partying, or the scorching sun, In Ibiza, there's something for everyone. I'm Lisa Nash, and you've been watching Clubvision on the White Island. And coming up on next week's show, we've got Room at the Top in Bathgate, Scotland, Bertie's in New Quay, the first ever Underground Garage Awards, Touch Magazine dance charts, and of course, loads of you lots.